All right. Testing. Yo, what's going on, everybody? I'm just sitting chilling. Ain't too much going on. Really doing live streams for one or two reasons. Make sure my stuff is still working okay, and to chop it up with you guys. I got a little free time. I was like, well, let me go live and chop it up with some peoples, those who are willing. And that's pretty much why I'm on live. So if you got any questions, anything like that, feel free to ask them, as long as they're reasonable questions, hopefully. And we can go from there. I hope everybody's day is going well. A long day at work. Glad to be home to relax and get my mind together for another day tomorrow. As we're approaching the holiday, getting ready for that as well. I'm pretty sure you and your family is as well. Maybe. Hey, what's going on? Same to you, man. Same to you. Hope you enjoy it. Hope you get a chance to spend time with family and whatnot. That's what I'm looking forward to. Spend time with some people I ain't seen in a minute. Of course, eat some good food. You know, gotta eat some good food. Looking for a nice turkey. I prefer fried turkey. I don't know if you ever had fried turkey, but fried turkey is the bomb. Oh, well, praise God, man. Glory to God. Thank you for that encouragement. He said we talking food. Yes. Yeah, you came in on me talking about some fried turkey, brother. I appreciate that, people. Your name is long, so I'm just gonna call you people. Oh yeah, I'm already thinking about what kind of problems I'm gonna have come this Thanksgiving. I was talking about the fried turkey. Looking forward to some fried turkey. My dad, he cooked some mean fried turkey, and I'm hoping he got that fried turkey ready. And my mom, ooh, a banging dressing. Then my mother-in-law throw down on some mac and cheese, man. Some mac and cheese, and think about some neck bones or something, man. Can't wait. What y'all gonna be eating, man? Come on. What y'all gonna be tearing down? People, what you gonna be eating, man? Oh man, yes. Black eyed peas and greens. Now that sounds good there. Some taters and bread. Whoa, wait a minute now. Now, so you put those two together. So are you talking about taters, bread, or you talking about some taters and some bread? Now that bread, you talking about some cornbread? Or what we talking? What are we talking, Mr. Peterson? Come on now, let's talk turkey. Separate was excited about. Yeah, separate was you excited. Cornbread stuffing and regular cornbread and rolls. Oh man, sounds good. Sounds good, man. So now, I ain't never asked you before, but are you cooking any of that? are you going to be cooking on any of that food? I know the missus going to cook something, but are you going to cook something? Now, I'm going to be real. I ain't cooking nothing. I ain't. The Lord has not blessed my hands in that area just yet. Okay. So brother-in-law done took the reins. Okay, that's what's up. That fried turkey ain't no joke, especially with cooking it. I sat there with my dad one time, watch him cook it. I remember when I was younger. You know, you gotta know what you're doing. You know, he got it. I learned as much as I can from him while he here. But ever since I was introduced to fried turkey, this is how bad it is. Ever since I was introduced to fried turkey, I ain't never looked back. Say, I always kept the fire. Yeah, exactly. Cause man, that grease fire ain't no joke. Yeah, man. But ever since I had tasted that fried turkey, I ain't never looked back. Yeah, man, I hope everybody's doing good. I done heard from Nathan. I don't know if the people still watching, but man, if you own, you know what I'm saying, I like to hear that menu, what you got going on, what you got planned. You plan on spending time with family and everything. Hope everybody's week's going good, man. It's coming up, tomorrow's hump day, so we're halfway there. And then you know, it's supposed to be. Now it's not the same for everybody, but it's supposed to be, you know, going, you know, just easing on down for the rest of the week. Saying I love the South and what it has showed me the food world. True that. And I guess, bro, I don't know no other way. I've been in the South so long, man. I don't know no other way. In my mind, it's the same way everywhere. How we do it in the South is how it's done in the North. That's in my mind. I know that ain't true, but that's just how I think. Because I've always been here. I need to travel more. I need to travel more. I mean, I've been up north, you know what I'm saying, but not really that long around the holidays like that. Now, see, I love oysters. Never had oyster dressing. I love oysters though. I can sit there and eat oysters all day long. But I never had dressing. Never had oyster dressing. It's the bomb.com. I gotta try it one day. And it's super encouraging. It's just my mind just thinking right now, like the people who watch S said that my content was very amazing and factual. And if I remember, I think he came on before, like a while back. I did a live stream, and I was just doing a test, and he came on. And so I was just, you know, it's always encouraging to hear that. I'm really thankful for that, man. And you know, that's one thing I try my best not to do is lie. I try my best not to. I want to make sure I'm sharing the truth. Now, by God's grace, I still grow when it comes to like certain things I'm clouded on. Like for instance, the whole thing concerning Genesis, the thing I was on concerning man being formed before the animals. Like I have to admit, like man, I was wrong. You know, I was like, man, you know, hey, you know, after looking at the scriptures, after looking at everything, and then looking at the words and the context, and really seeing it, like whatever doubts I had just went away by God's grace, and that's the beauty of the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit teaches us all truth. That's what the scripture says. He leads us and guides us into all truth. And that's my thing I miss from grandma. Also, grandma used to make the oyster dressing. Oh man, I can only imagine how good it is. Grandma made it. That's always a grandma. Like, I don't see, bro. I don't know how the generation is gonna be going forward, bro. Cause you know how, like, we can always say how grandma did it. Like, and bro, I'm be honest, be transparent. I didn't get to meet my grandmother like that. My grandmother passed when I was, uh, I think I was like one when my grandmother passed. So I never had that experience like grandma's cooking. Like I never had that. Like I ate other grandparents' cookings. Like my friends, their grandmothers would cook, and I would have some of their food, or And so I mean, I've had that kind of grandmama cooking, but never had grandma's cooking, like my own grandmother's cooking. And then you had my mom's, and she throw down, So that's the closest I've gotten to that. The closest I've gotten to that, because she cooks. She's a grandmother now, so when she cooks, my nieces say grandma's cooking. You know what I'm saying? So that's the closest I've gotten to that. But I'm thinking about it going forward. Like you said, it's going to be all processed food. It'll be all processed food, canned goods. I believe it, man, because like the creativity that goes into cooking, man, is something serious. Like it's amazing, man. Like how they know just the right amount of spice, just the right amount of salt and pepper and everything else. They ain't gotta use the measuring cups. They just know. They know what's right, and that comes from cooking it so often, so many times. They just got their own recipe. And that's the beauty of grandma's cooking. He said, "Don't actually recreate nothing." Yeah, my dad the same. My dad's the same way. Like he can cook, but don't ask him like what he put in it, like the ingredients, or how much of this, how much of that. He ain't gonna be able to tell you. And he cooked some rabbit. He had cooked some rabbit one time, and like how he sauteed it and everything, and all the spices he put in it. Like he couldn't tell me how much. He told me what he put in it, but he couldn't tell me how much. And so like I ain't tried because I was like I may put too much in it. Now I could do it. You can get away with putting too little because you can add to it, but I was afraid I was gonna put too much in it, so I ain't go that route. But you found a treasure though. You found a treasure finding them homemade recipes, man. Oh man, you found a treasure. We got a box of recipes from my mother-in-law, like recipes that she has. So we kept like a little spot for them, and we got a drawer for her recipes that she wrote down. And my mom, she has a cookbook, but she ain't gave it away. She ain't gave it away to me yet. She still has it in her drawer in her house. Oh man, I've been thinking too. We said my sergeant I had in Korea was from Louisiana. Oh, I believe it. I had a homie. He was from Louisiana, and his family was from Louisiana. Put it like that. And every now and again, he would bring back some boudin. Now, I've never had it before until he brought it back. Well, his family came from Louisiana, brought some back with him, some boudin. And man, that was good. That was really good. I was a little skeptical because of the intestines and stuff like that, but no, it was good. Yeah, it was good. Now, like if I ever was to travel to Louisiana and have some there, and like I was made there, whatever it can be, that'd be good. But no, they brought it was homemade. They brought it from there. So I mean, I'm pretty sure, I'm hoping it was close to what you call real boudin, but it was good. Oh no! See, ever since then, I never bought any store bought boudin. Never bought the store bought one. That was just, and that matter of fact, it's been, oh man, I'm 29. It's been over 10 years or so. And it's probably been about 15 years since I had some boudin. 15 years, but I still remember how it tastes though. Like, you don't forget that. Like I don't remember. I still remember how it tastes. But it's been about 15 years since I had some. Yes, I ain't never thought about buying from the store. But I was gonna say, I've been thinking about coming up with another T-shirt design. And I'm thinking about the site that I use for my T-shirts. They have a way you can do an all over tee, where basically like the design covers the front. And so I'm trying to think of a good design for it. I've been brainstorming on some stuff. I'm thinking about taking the shirt that I had, the P52 manuscript, blow it up, and have it like cover the shirt. You know, I thought about that. The shirt that I had the Greek on, I thought about making it blown up and like kind of cover the shirt. Just trying to think of some ideas. I don't know. I haven't settled on anything yet. Trying to think of something that'll pop and that'll look good. Yeah, I thought about just trying it and putting it out there and to see what people think about it. When I initially did it, like it looked decent. Like I thought it looked nice, but then I second guessed it. I had my doubts with it. Oh yeah, imagine walking around with a huge manuscript on your shirt. Like, what is that? Like, oh, that's P52. Like, what's P52? Oh, that's like a portrait of John. You know what I'm saying? Like, before the Council of Nicaea. So like Constantine didn't make up Jesus, because this was already existing 200 years prior to Constantine in the Council of Nicaea. So like, you know, I think that's pretty good. And it's why just walking around wearing Greek on their shirt. Like, I don't know. I'm thinking about it. Maybe I can find it. I think I saved a copy of it when I was just like playing around with it. If I can find it, I'll show it to you. Been trying to do a motion logo with your logo. Brain is acting out of wackos. I don't know how you think about doing a motion. I thought about I had like my first logo, I did a motion with it, but I tried to do it myself. It looked bad, very bad. Like I didn't even bring it to the light of day. Then I went on Fiverr.com. Paid somebody to do one for me. I think I paid him like $50, and for at the time it was pretty good. Looking back at it now, it's like, you know, not as good as it could have been, but not for $50. But basically, it's like had the storm, the thunder. If you look at some of my old videos, you'll see it, the storm, and then kind of like the peel like spreads, and then truth comes in. Yeah, but the way I had it was that it shakes, like so it shook. It looked kind of fun. It had the little sound effects on there, so it was like do 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 do, and it popped open, and then truth like shoo, 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 and it twirled down. And so I thought I was doing something because I was using After Effects, and so I thought, hey, you know, I made it work, but I never used it, never made it public. But that was the very first one. Scripture coming out of the peel. Okay. I use Adobe Premiere Pro. Yeah, that's cool. Like that's why I was using Premiere Pro. I had to go between Premiere Pro and After Effects when I was trying to do that. But After Effects was the thing that got me. You know, it's a lot. After Effects is a lot. It make my mind explode. I ain't ready for that yet. I like it though. I like After Effects. I like the possibilities with it. Yeah, I think that's definitely one of the programs you have to take your time with and just learn the ins and outs. because there's so much in there. There's so much you can do with After Effects. Like I watched some YouTube tutorials on it, and I just amazed how these people can just go in there within 5 minutes and like just make some amazing work just with the like regular video clips. So no, so I guess, okay, I guess I didn't save it. That's right, 'cause I didn't make the thing public. But what I'll do is I'll show you the mock, like what I was going to use for the template, like what I was going to actually put on the shirt. And you can see that basically just like a square. You don't get to see how it looks on the shirt. Which I don't know. Let me go back to it. May get you to send me that logo idea you had with Thunder. Did you? I mean, it's just some of my older videos. Matter of fact, how about this? How about we do this? Get to test out some more of my stuff on here. I could just show you. In 1 second, I'm gonna pull up the file. So that was it. I'll play it again because I know it kind of popped in kind of quick. And I don't know. Yeah, here we go. I don't know if you can hear it then. I'm gonna play it now. One more time. And that was it. And that was my old logo. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. You know, it just, as you can see how it starts off right here. What I wanted, what I had told the guy was that I wanted the peel to break apart. Like basically like the peel looks like it's together and it comes apart and truth comes down. Well, you see the pause here, and I don't know if you can see my arrow, but I don't think you can see my mouse. But in between here, if you look at the peel, it's not together already from the very start of it. It's not together. It's like kind of it's at an angle and kind of already. But see, you won't really pay attention to something like that unless you pause the video. And like using it for the intros, like I was using it, it was like, you know, not big a deal when you couldn't tell, and it's just something that, you know, me being nitpicky as far as what I had wanted. But in the beginning, I liked it. Now concerning my new logo, I'll show you the one I had a guy do for me, and I use this one. I just haven't used it in a while because I haven't done any short videos in a while. Yeah, and that's it. So not having the motion on there, just basically just comes in. You have the little smoke, little lightning. You know, I was cool with that for what I needed it for. That'd be good. Let's spread the smoke out a bit and maybe lessen a little bit. Yeah, I feel you on that. I definitely feel you on that. And see, I didn't do that. I got a guy to do that, and he basically did it for me. He didn't charge me for it. You know, cool guy. This guy I was witnessing to. He does work in with video and stuff like that. So the guy I was sharing with for a while. Still talk to him every now and again. But yeah. But yeah, I think it looks good. I haven't used it in a while. Like I said, if I do more, I plan on doing some more short videos soon. But basically, I do like shortcuts, talking about different topics. I think about doing one soon. And that's what I kind of use that for. Kind of like, you know, give my intro, let people know what the video is gonna be about. Hey, coming up soon. Hit that intro in and come in with the content. You know, so I mean, it worked good for that. And I had the music playing in the background. Oh yeah, I want to show you that image. It's just the image. It's not gonna show what it look like on the shirt, but just the image. Where it at? Oh, here you go. All right, so that's basically it there. So that's a portion of P52. That's off the same fragment of the other shirt I have. It's just a square because when you put it on the shirt, it has to be a square. So basically, it's like it's blown up and it's just like on the shirt. And so that's the portion I was gonna have on there. With made me not want to go with it, and you know, and maybe if I go in Photoshop and I do some work on it, maybe I feel better about it. But it's because of the white spots on it. Now that I like the white spots. I'm doing something I shouldn't have did. I like the white spots because it gives it character and it looks antique. You know, but yeah. Let's try to open this program by mistake and try to close it out. So you talked about food made me decide to cook supper. Pressure cooker, my best friend. Oh man. Watch out there now. Yeah, I've already eaten, so I can't go in and take care of any of that right now. I don't know if the video glitched at all. If it did, it's because I messed around and opened Premiere Pro by mistake. Okay, cool. That's what's up. But yeah, that's the design though. I don't know what you think, man. I guess one day I'll put it on a shirt and I'll show it to you, see what you think. But that was my thoughts on it because of the white spots on there and everything. Now, like I could just color them in, but then again, I like, it does give it gives an antique look. I don't know if I want to go for that. Brainstorming. That looks good. Well, I put it on a shirt one day and I'll send it to you in Messenger so you can take a look at it. I may put it out there. Oh yeah, get ready for tomorrow's live stream. Still debating on what I'm gonna discuss. There's a couple things on my mind, as always. I'm trying to settle on a particular topic. Alright, man, I appreciate it. So you don't fill up the laundry basket with prescribed truth merchandise. Man, I gotta buy me another shirt. I gotta buy me another I gotta get another What is the Context shirt. I need another one of those. And I wanna get the Apologetic shirt. That'll be the next two that I get. That'll be the next two that I get. The shirt that I have, the with the yellow tape, the speak those things that be not, and with the yellow tape and say you're not God. Like, I haven't got no one to stop me on that shirt yet, but I have a lot of people looking at it. I mean, I'm going through Walmart and people just staring at the shirt, reading it, and I had one guy like read the shirt and look up at me, and just kind of like he just kept going. And I was like, I wonder. And so I always wonder, like, if the people who read the shirt, especially that one, if they're in that kind of, if they're come from that kind of background, or maybe they in that particular, movement, and and I know how I was back then. I wasn't the type of person to engage anybody, and so a lot of times people who are in those kind of positions or from those backgrounds are not really up for engaging you about truth, about what the word says, because revelation doesn't come from just the Bible. It comes from what God may tell you in your private time, and so they ain't finna get in no intellectual discussion about the word. I know I didn't, but that's the beauty, man. Like when you come into the truth, it was like man, like I don't have to be afraid to stand on the truth of God. I can defend the truths of God from the Bible. Like I don't have to say stuff like, "Oh, you just gotta believe it," or "Oh, that you just ain't gonna understand because you're carnal," like all that kind of stuff. Like no, man. Like I can give clear and concise answers by God's grace from the scriptures. I can reason from the Bible. Like that was amazing. That was amazing revelation, man. I hate to call it revelation, but that was just an amazing encouragement, an amazing enlightenment, I should say. To be enlightened, to really see, like, man, like all this time running away from discussions about the Bible because I really couldn't defend my position, But now it's like, man, like no, like you can use logic, and defend the scriptures. Who knew? Like, man, I mean, it was an amazing feeling. Hey man, we gotta be ready to answer. No, they're not, because a lot of people feel like apologetics and what's it called, polemics, are like things that you shouldn't worry about, especially polemics. Like people think like I know a lot of people who think that it's a waste of time to discuss doctrinal issues within the church, like within the body, with doctrinal differences like election and predestination and what's another one? Eschatology and all that stuff like that. I find it like that's those are things that you shouldn't even worry about, and so they find it's one of them things you just leave it alone. Don't get into it. It's a waste of time. But man, so but when you really start looking at the doctrines and looking at the scriptures, like what you believe about God and with eschatology, your theology, and everything else matters. Like it matters because everything has a conclusion, So God didn't use scholarly men, just obedient. Amen. Yeah, that's the thing. Like I thought you had to be, have a degree. Like in order to engage in apologetics, I thought that I needed a degree, spend about 4 or 5 years in seminary, and all that stuff in order to be able to have these discussions. But I realized you don't. Not to have the discussions, you don't. I had a video. I forgot the guy's name, but he commented on one of my videos. He asked me, "Have I had any seminary training?" And I was like, "No." But he was surprised. He thought that because of how my videos were, that I've had some kind of training. And I was like, no, I haven't had any formal training. I do desire it. One day I do desire to go to seminary and, take some classes and stuff like that. I do think that builds credibility in some circles. But do I think you need it in order to have these discussions, in order to preach the truth and everything else? No. Like, honestly, my opinion, I don't think you need a degree in order to be a pastor. I don't think you do. I don't think you have to have a degree in seminary in order to be a pastor. It may help you, but I don't think it should be a requirement. I don't see that in the scriptures as far as a requirement of an elder. You should be able to teach. So by you being able to teach, that means you had to have been taught, and hopefully taught well, discipled. But that's my thinking. I could be wrong, but that's my thoughts. Yo, yeah, like I know some too. Like don't have a formal degree, and man, they know the word like the back of their hand. Matter of fact, Edwin, I talked to him one time. He told me to hold off on it. I was really trying to push myself to try to get into school and everything else, gonna take out a loan and all that. And he was like, bro, don't even worry about that right now. Don't even worry about it, especially if it's not feasible and all that kind of stuff like that. No need to try to go into debt behind it and all that. Like it's not that big a deal to be required for you to go into debt behind that. He's like, no, just get you some books. Get you some books and read them books. Start reading. Oh, really? That's cool, man. That's it. I don't know about a lot of churches around here. And matter of fact, I don't even. No, I know at my church it can't be that you have to have a degree, because my elders, they're just. I don't want to say they're just now, but I think they're going to classes now for counseling, but I'm not sure if they have any seminary training outside of that. I have to see. Only the upper class legalistic. I don't know, man. I don't know if I would. Here's the thing, and I guess that's where it's nuanced. Like, I don't know if I would go as far as to say the ones who want a degree are legalistic per se. It's just that I think they just feel like one who has a degree, I guess they'll be more disciplined. I don't know, but at the same time, I'm not saying I agree with the position, because my thing is, if you meet the requirements of Scripture, then that's the main thing. Like, because you can have somebody who has a degree meaning churches are legalistic. Some are. I don't. Some are. I'm not. I don't know if I can say that about most. I don't know if I can say that about all of them that do that. Cause I'm trying to think. Like the one come to mind is with R.C. Sproul's church. Like I know one of the things for them that they wanted their elders to have degrees, and I think MacArthur's the same way. So I mean, I'm not sure. Now in your area, now you may have something like that. But see, that's the thing. Like, listen to the thing too. The churches here, the ones who are like they boast on having the MDiv. I agree with that. I think it's a good thing, but it depends on the person. I definitely agree with that. Like, but the churches here that like are real big on those who have the MDiv and all that stuff like that, and the Bachelor of Science in Theology and all that kind of stuff like that. They have the degree, but they're so liberal. Like, so they have a degree, but they don't believe the Bible. Like, which I don't know what school they went to. How did they get an MDiv or any of that stuff like that? I don't because they don't they go through seminary, or they go through this whatever school they went to, and come out teaching false doctrine. And then you have some who go and manufacture themselves degrees. They go online. They literally go online and print themselves out a degree and post, and then frame it and put it in their office, calling themselves a doctor and all that stuff like that. Like, it's crazy. Never had school, never even been to school, but they go and print their degrees out and then hang them on their walls, and their congregation believes them, and they look so real you wouldn't even know. Oh, Nathan, before I go, have you had a chance to look at any of those videos? I know Edwin's been posting about them lately, but the videos from Jude 3 Project. You remember K-Dub was talking about it the other night, and I know he did a review of one of them, so I don't know if you had a chance to watch the review. But have you watched any of the videos themselves? The one about exclusivity and inclusivity, and Paul versus Jesus, and is the Bible sufficient? Okay, well, brace yourself as we get ready to watch them. Brace yourself, because you're gonna be slapping the computer screen all day long. Like, you said what? The Bible's what? Go and brace yourself. Go and get you one of them the balls you squeeze. When you feel tense, just go ahead, just relax. Yeah, man, it's a trip. And these people, and what kills me about it is they're called Christians. At the end of the day, they're still looked at as being Christians. I can't do that. I'm not there yet, and I could be wrong, but I'm not there yet. I don't see how you could be a Christian and don't believe that Jesus is the only way to salvation. I don't see how that's even possible. Excuse me. No, I haven't watched it. I tuned in, but I got busy, so I had to come off of it. So I haven't seen it. I've been meaning to tune into the video, man. Like, Brother Jay, man, when it comes to the I don't know, I forgot what that video was about, dealing with on the topic of Calvinism and so on and so forth. Man, they be coming hard at him, man. They be coming hard at him. And I love the fact that he's persistent. Like, he keeps the conversation going. I mean, these people may not even be known at all by anybody, But if they respond, if they make some crazy statement, he's gonna address them. He's gonna call the name out. And he's gonna address them. You know, he keeps the conversation going, and it needs to keep going. No, he don't care. He don't care. Lick what they say. He sure don't. And he is very persistent. They be trying to keep up with him. They be trying to make videos when he make videos, but they can't keep up with him. But you gotta love his passion though, man. Like when he come from being a black Hebrew Israelite. So to come out of being a black Hebrew Israelite and then seeing the Bible, the riches for what it is, and then being reformed, oh man, you know he's holding on tight to that reformed theology, like, cause it's the truth. His thing is he was following a lie for so long, and now he finds the truth by God's grace. You're not gonna let that go. And that's how I feel coming out of a cult. It's like when you come out of false teaching, when you've been in a cult, and then you come into the truth, and nobody, like, it takes a mighty, and I mean a mighty convincing person who can tear down every argument that you may bring forth or any of that in order for you to turn from that idea. I'm mighty convinced. I mean, for you to even think of a doubt, like no, like, man, when you take hold of this truth by God's grace, there's no way we can be separated from it. No way. True that. Now he don't need one. No, he don't. Yeah, he did a video today. I haven't watched it yet. Cause it's hard to keep up with. It's hard to keep up with Jay. It's hard to keep up with Jay. Every day he's making another video, and I'm like, look, man, I ain't watched the one you did a couple of days ago. I'm like, you got a new one already? And he's responding to somebody who commented on the video he did prior to. I can't keep up with him. Hey, maybe you should put that across to him. Maybe you should put that across to him. I think, you know, he may be into it. He spent a lot of time in the studio. Most of his videos are from his studio. Some guy says he does a JSV Bible version. What's that? A JSV. Oh, oh, his initials. So like Brother J Standard. Oh, I ain't even put those two together. I ain't even put those two together. I see what you're saying. The JSV. Oh man, I'm getting tired. This is cool. This is cool, man. Thank you for coming on, man, and chopping it up with me. The people who was on earlier, I'm thankful he came on and for his encouragement. That meant a lot. Instead, I had one other person in here watching. To whoever you are, thank you for watching and tuning in with us. You know, just watching us chop it up and everything. Hope next time we can chop it up with you as well. If I don't, well, I'm gonna be live tomorrow, and you know, for our regular live stream. That'll be the last one before Thanksgiving, and then and we'll see you again after that next week. So remember, the world full of errors. The only thing the doctor prescribes is truth. Have a good night, and as Nathan says, I better go for now. Kids are loud and about having a sleepover. Oh, woo! All right, I'm praying for you, brother. Praying for you. All right, man. Y'all have a good night. Grace and peace. Grace and peace to you.